Hello everyone, welcome to SNDev, and in today's video we'll be showing you how to build a GenAI application using Spring Boot. Okay, and this is the first video of my Spring Boot GenAI series where we'll be building multiple GenAI application, RAG-based application using Spring Boot, and of course for the front end we'll be using React. Okay, and the LLM that we are using is Mistral AI. As SpringAI, as of now, it supports OpenAI, of course, Azure OpenAI, Mistral AI. Then it supports AWS Bedrock. So I thought Mistral AI would be free for you to get the API. So we'll be using Mistral AI. But the rest of the framework or the coding style would be the same if you want to use with OpenAI. Okay, so that's being said, now let's see what are the requirements we would be having. Okay, so the setup requirements would have that you need to have IntelliJ IDEA, or if you're okay with Eclipse you can use that as well. And we need to have Postman to test our backend API, where we'll be fetching a response from Mistral AI. Of course, VS Code for React frontend, and the technologies would be Spring Boot for SpringAI, Mistral AI API, React.js for frontend, and Axios for API calls. All right. So yeah, that's being said. Now let's get to the code. Okay. All right. So now we are here in that Spring Initializer website. From here we have to create our Spring Boot web project. Okay. So the website link is this start.spring.io. Okay, so here I need to select our project. We'll be creating a Maven project. So Maven is created like this. The language will be Java, and generally you can keep it as default 3.4.5. Okay, until you are really like sure about any other Spring Boot version. Okay, now the name that I'll be giving it will be Mistral AI. So Mistral AI, and the reason Mistral AI is free, so it will be easy for you, and you don't have to pay for OpenAI or Anthropic's fee. Okay, so the packaging would be jar, and the Java version would be 17. As I said, you can keep this thing default. Okay, it won't matter that much, like until you're like really sure about this. Now we need to add some dependencies. Okay, in previous version. Okay, so first we need wait, so before, let's add our Spring Web. Need to add our Spring Web for this building web application, RESTful APIs, application using Spring MVC, all those things, and of course Apache Tomcat server. All right, now we need to um, we need to add our like which AI model we'll be using. Okay, so if you just click write AI, you'd have multiple AI models that Spring AI supports as of now. So it supports Azure AI, Mistral AI, Stability AI, Anthropic Clouds, Azure. It also supports OpenAI, Vertex AI, Amazon's Bedrock. So we'll be using Mistral AI. It will be free for you to get the API key. Okay, and after that we'll be click on the generate and done. So now I'll come to my download folder. Here I'll simply extract it, not like the way I want. I'll simply extract that. Okay, and I'll extract it. I'll come into it. Here we have Mistral AI. So and now and of course, as I said earlier, that you should have IntelliJ IDEA in your system. So I'll click right click. I'll open the folder as the IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition project. So wait. So yeah, we trust the project, and all right. So it will install couple of dependencies, couple of pom.xml like dependencies packages that generally works. I'll make it yes. I hope the libraries would be Maven, because sometime I got the issue that sometime it's downloads Java like JDK libraries in space of Maven. So yeah, it's get Java. So wait a minute until it's downloaded properly. I think we downloaded the Maven version, right? Yeah, of course. So downloading plugins for MistralAI. All right, now we'll check. Okay, now it's Maven. Okay, all right, now we'll maximize it. Now if you don't know about the folder structure, it is some these are some packages, and this is not the video to explain you Spring Boot project, but I'll just give you an overview. So these are some dependencies folder we have that we don't need to touch. Okay, we have git ignore help.md maven pom.xml. Now here, this is one of the important file. Here we have all our dependencies. Okay, so here you could see that we have our Spring Boot starter web, and we have SpringAI starter model MistralAI. Okay, so these dependencies are pretty important. So now we'll come into our src. We have main and test folder. We'll go to our main. We have a Java and a resource. In resources, we have a file as application.properties. Here we need to specify our MistralAI API key. Okay, like so let's get to Google, and here we'll search as Spring MistralAI, because I forgot the naming convention of MistralAI API key. So here will come, and here you could see. Okay, so you can set this configuration property in your application.properties file as this SpringAI. So I'll just copy this from here. Okay, I'll come over here. I'll simply paste it. Wait, I didn't copy it. Okay, so I'll be copying it from here. I'll paste it over here. All right, now I need to have my API key. Okay, so I'll just paste my API key over here. All right, okay, and we'll save our application. Okay, and let us run our application first. Then we'll create our controller that will help us to take the input from a user, like from our application, and also to give our response from our Mistral AI. So we'll run this to see if there is any error or not. So we have to wait. All right, so I'd wish there is no error. Okay, Mistral AI application, all good, so it's running. Okay, now we need to create a controller. Like if you have used any Monstack project, or any, like if you have used Monstack or any full stack project, you know that on the API, on the creating the API time, we create a controller that helps us to get the API path. Okay, so for that, in our com.example.MistralAI, we'll create a class new. So you have to right click on the com.xml MistralAI, this package. You need to create a right click, go on the new Java class, and we'll name it as okay, the naming convention, always try to keep the first words as caps. Okay, it's like better. Mistral controller, enter. We have our controller. Now we need to define it. So the first thing that we need to do over here, that as we'll be building a RESTful API, so we need to add this dependencies. So REST controller, and we need to add our request mapping, because we'll be using get mapping method to get all the data. So request mapping, here we need to provide our API path. So /API/ let's say MistralAI. All right. Okay. Now in the controller part, we need to define our chat model. Now here comes the thing: MistralAI, OpenAI, whatever this kind of AI model you'll be using SpringAI, we have couple of set amount of keywords that you need to use. So for to use MistralAI, we need to use MistralAI chat model. Okay, so private, wait a minute, MistralAI chat model. Okay, and we'll name it for our easy convention, let's say chat model. Okay, all right, now we need to define a constructor. So public MistralAI controller, Mistral controller. Here we'll be passing our MistralAI chat model. So here we'll be passing our MistralAI chat model. So MISTRL MistralAI chat model with the chat model. Okay, now under this, as we define constructor, this dot chat model would be chat model. Okay, now we need to define our API point. So for that, public, and here we'll be using a response entity function, as we'll be passing a string in through our URL, and then we have to take the response from MistralAI, right? So we just cannot use some normal string, like we cannot use string data type normally. We have to use a response entity. So response, we're not having it, response entity. Here we'll be providing the string. Okay, so string, then the function name would be our, or let's say get response, right? Now here we need to provide a path variable with the string, the message that will be given by our MistralAI. Okay, now here the string response, we need to call our, okay, now chat model dot call. Now this is the function that's called the AI model, right? So dot call message, and this would be same for all models that you might use, OpenAI, Azure, whatever. So chat model dot call message, then we'll simply return our response entity. So response entity dot OK, and here we need to pass our response and a semicolon to finish it. So this is done. There is any error? I don't think so. MistralAI, OpenAI, and yes, we haven't used the get mapping. Like it is a get method, right? So for that we need to use the get mapping, and as we'll be passing the prompt in the URL, so here in curly braces message. Okay, we'll save it. We'll do a save all, and all right, now we'll be restarting this again. So stop and return, and it's saying process finish code. Yeah, so it will first stop the application, then it will run it again. So all right, there is no error. So now we'll go to our Postman, and if you don't know what Postman is, see a video, and this is to test your APIs. Okay, we'll create a new, and this is my blank collection. I'll be creating a new one here. Let's say MistralAI. Okay, enter. I have a new collection. Now let me just cross everything. Close tab. No, not this one. Cross all the tab. Okay. Now in MistralAI, I'll come in this three dot. I'll select this add request, and this is the get request by default. Here I'll see get. Sorry, not this one. Like this. Get response. Okay. Now here we need to give the URL. So this will be the URL. So HTTP one, like this is the localhost URL. So 127.0.0.1. Our Tomcat servers is running on 800 to show that we have this. You could see Tomcat server started on port 8080, and you can customize it if you want. So MistralAI, now we are passing this hello. Okay, so we'll send it, and we should get the response from MistralAI. Here you could see hello, I am here to assist you, how can I help you today. That's it. Okay, so that's being said, we'll save this. Now let me create the front end for it. Alright, so now to create a front end, I am one of my folder. So here I'll just get into my VS Code. Okay, and I'll go to my terminal. Now from here, as we all know that command for to create a React app, npx create React app. Oh, sorry, don't mean block. Npx create React app with the name of, let's say I'll be naming it my app. Okay, so my app, it will take some time to create the application, so I'll come to you after that. Okay. Alright, so our project is ready, and I have cleaned the project, and I have also added my app.js file, and I have also added some style over here. Okay, as I thought I shouldn't waste any time on creating the, like, how to create a React.js file. Okay, so I'll just run the application and to show you how's my whole the backend and frontend is working. Okay, so wait a minute, it will open the application. So yeah, not this one. Okay, so we have MistralAI chat, we have a message. So as our backend is also running here, it should work. Let's see. I'll give it hi. Error, could not reach server. Mean the backend is not, like, it cannot connect to the backend. So I have Axios to get it. So this is the controller, REST controller, request mapping. Alright, okay. As my backend is kind of running on 8080 and my front end is running at 3000, so I need to enable the cross origin. Okay, so cross origin, you can precisely pinpoint the exact port you want, or for betterment you can just add this star. Okay, it will enable all the ports origin for this backend. So I'll do a save all, I'll run it again, stop and rerun. So it has stopped the application and now it is running again. So MistralAI, there shouldn't be any error. Okay, alright, so now I'll come to my React application, I'll do a refresh, I'll say hello, enter. Hello, how can I assist you today? I'm here to provide help, all those kind of thing. Okay, let's think. Let's ask some question. Okay, so what do you know about SpringAI? Okay, So that's giving me the response. SpringAI refers to an integration of AI with Spring framework. Okay. So all right. So this was for this video, and in our next video we'll be showing how can you store these messages in your MySQL databases. All right. And we'll be creating a controller. We'll be creating repository services, and we'll be knowing about how to create models. Okay, and how to create database tables. All right. So that's for this video, and thanks for watching. Yeah, that's it.